Hi guys, thank you so much for clicking on today's video, in which I'm going to be taking on the legend that is Marcus Filly's day in order to gain an insight into the tricks, tools and habits that he uses to make himself so successful. What you may know or may want to know is that Marcus prepares 90% of his food from scratch, including locally sourcing all of his ingredients. So the first stop on our journey today is the farmer's market. Operation Movement, 30-minute fasted walk as a vehicle to set up a super calm, relaxed start to the day. AM training, time to select the weapon of choice. We have a winner. Out in the crisp British winter air, ready to hit session 1 of 2. It's aerobic in nature, so running, biking, rowing. Let's go get it. That's the run done, working in interval training at 85% of your aerobic pace, 60 seconds on, 60 seconds walk. Now going to go into bike, then rower, bring it on. Marcus Filly is said to practice the Wim Hof Iceman cold exposure, so he will spend 2 to 5 minutes in cold exposure after a 20-minute soak in a hot tub. Unfortunately, the budget of this video doesn't account for a hot tub, but I can get a cold shower in. So let's do this. Warm is done, now time for the cold. 3, 2, 1. You've got to build up from about 30 seconds, go all the way through to 5 minutes. Oh, that's the cold done. Just to prove it, look at the colour of that back. Absolutely invigorating. Now let's get some breakfast. One thing that I do know from following Marcus Filly is that he takes his mealtime seriously, he takes his gut health seriously, so this is an opportunity to sit, rest and digest without distractions, ensuring that I'm chewing every single bite before I spoonful the next one into my mouth. Remember, digestion starts in the mouth, so let's rest and digest. So breakfast finished off, true Marcus Filly style, chewing every single bite to annihilation, washing it down with vitamin Bs to support the adrenals, and also Brazil nuts for selenium. Overall, delicious. It is now 9 o'clock. I probably couldn't see myself stomaching that at 6:30. Next, we've got a bit of time to do some work, and then coffee and workout too. It's 11 o'clock. About to go train for the second session of the day. I thought I'd take this opportunity to go into the supplementation Marcus Filly uses around training. Caffeine is a perfect go-to pre-workout, and there are a host of physiological and psychological benefits associated with this powerful drug. This includes the promotion of muscle fibre recruitment, decreased perceptions of fatigue and muscle pain. Also, it's a great mood enhancer as it promotes spinal cord excitability. All of these benefits add up to improved performance. Secondly, beta-alanine and creatine. Firstly, creatine helps muscle cells to produce more energy, whilst when beta-alanine is ingested, it turns into the molecule carnosine, which acts as a buffer to lactic acid. This allows your body to better use energy for greater power output. In addition to this, Marcus will supplement with carbohydrates intra and post-workout. Maltodextrin is the ideal choice as it sits high on the glycemic index and it will be rapidly absorbed, protecting muscles from the impact of cortisol. Finally, using post-workout carbohydrates like dextrose will not only replenish glycogen stores, but increase the uptake of protein, so it's a perfect post-workout go-to. Now that's all out of the way, time to get a coffee on the go, time to get the intra-workout on the go. Let's do this. Workout time, sun is here. It's not quite California, but I'm not complaining. Looking forward to the workout. It's a lower body, functional bodybuilding. Let's get into it. Main training session done for the day. Next meal in, protein shake, 2-to-1 ratio, carbs and protein. With also glutamine. Living this absolute sabbatical life. Got myself some winter sun, a nice sun trap, and a good book. There's no better feeling than sun on your skin. The sun trap is slowly dying. Bring on summer. Representing. I'm going to use this time to attempt one of my sabbatical lists, which is world record attempt number 29. The one I've gone for is very fitting to Marcus Filly. Most spinach leaves eaten consecutively. At the moment, there's a guy in America who's got 54 leaves. I think all of Marcus Filly's food hygiene is going to go completely out the window with the whole chew every single bite. Let's do this. That's 60. Tanner Woodson with your measly 54 in your face, mate. All gone. And the world record attempt is complete. Decent. Honestly, that was a pretty simple world record. I reckon I could probably see away a whole bag of this. 450 grams of spinach. I think I might attempt that next time. One thing outside of fitness that I do really respect Marcus Filly for is the way he approaches nutrition, especially when it comes to vegetables. He often talks about how you prepare vegetables in order to make them nourishing and make you want to eat them. So he will look to roast or saute or try different things instead of just boil bland vegetables to death. They're not going to be appetising and no one's really going to want to eat them if they're just boiled and plain. This is the problem when it comes to feeding children vegetables. A lot of children don't like vegetables. It's because they haven't had the opportunity to try the flavours that are brought out when they're roasted, when they're sautéed, when they're stir-fried. And I feel that the nutrition stays in them, the taste stays in them, the texture when you're biting into them is a lot more satisfying as well. So this is definitely something that resonates with me, and I will use these methods when it comes to preparing my vegetables. So next meal, we're going to have some chicken. Sticking to the Marcus Filly philosophy, I've made sure this is pasture-raised chicken to ensure high quality when it comes to this product. I'm going to have some oven-baked kale, so it comes out almost like seaweed. It's delicious. I'm going to finish this meal off with sauerkraut. Fermented foods are unbelievable for the gut health, so this definitely aligns with Marcus Filly's gut check. This should be a good meal, and I'm looking forward to it. Another opportunity to move and breathe. Started the day with a walk, finishing the day with a walk. Phone on airplane mode. It's just me, these two guys, Mini Logan, Arnie, my thoughts and my breath. Oh, time to get parasympathetic. This is what I believe the Japanese call forest bathing, walking amongst the trees. Finishing the day off in style, one I prepared earlier, an absolutely legendary recipe from Marcus Filly and the guys at Revival Strength. It's like similar to like a rice pudding, loads of healthy fats, a healthy amount of protein in there to help restore all of that broken down muscle tissue throughout the night whilst all the hormones are being released. I'm going to finish it off with some Brazil nuts, some cod liver oil, and then out before bed, ZMA, zinc, magnesium to help with sleep, and that is the final meal of the day. So that's another one ticked off the sabbatical list, Marcus Filly's day. I hope I did it justice. I actually enjoyed today. I feel that it's a very sustainable way to live and to train. I did mention earlier that Marcus prepares 90% of his food that he eats. When I say that, I don't mean that he goes to KFC for the other 10%. I mean that the other 10% comes from supplements like protein and all of the other essential minerals and nutrients that he takes in the form of supplementation. Thankfully, I picked a day in the life of Marcus, the businessman, the family man, and not the CrossFit athlete. Otherwise, I think I might be a little bit more burnt out. Although it was a representative day in the life of Marcus Filly, I did make some slight tweaks. Things like the country, the weather, the hot tub, but still tried to adhere to the main focus and concept that Marcus brings into each day. The nutrition itself was just an example from many of his interviews. However, this is something that will change daily. Like most people, you're not going to eat the same thing every single day. In order to have a diverse and resilient gut microbiome, you need a variety of different fruits, veg, nuts, seeds come in every single day, and that's something that Marcus definitely does. And if you subscribe to his mailing list, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The training itself is matched to his life purpose, with health and life balance as a life goal. Therefore, training was segmented with aerobic in the morning and functional bodybuilding in the afternoon. His philosophies are something that I definitely resonate with, and I believe it's a sustainable method of training, definitely for longevity. That's what I think his key focus is when it comes to programming for the fitness population. Summing up what I've learned and what I'm going to take from this day, I definitely enjoyed the segmented training, and this is something that I'm going to start bringing into my training, looking at maybe doing aerobic 3 times a week to start off with and progress as the weeks go on. Something else I'm definitely going to do as of today is cold water exposure. This is something I did in the past, but I've become very lazy with this habit, so I'm going to get back into it. Another thing that I'm going to take from today and add it into my own nutrition is the quality recipes that Marcus has shared. There's some brilliant meals there that are not only delicious, but hit the sweet tooth if I have to resort to sugar and rubbish. Also, I've had the opportunity to try creamer in my coffee, so it's something I enjoyed, and I'm definitely going to do that in future. And the playlist on Spotify is legit, so I'll be listening to that in future. Finally, as you know, there are plenty of training programs on Marcus' site, and if you're part of his mailing list, no doubt you get an unbelievable amount of free content. I think that I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to his Aerobic Bodybuilder, because trying it out and reading the emails that are coming in is definitely something that excites me and something that I enjoy participating in, so watch this space. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thanks to Marcus, and thanks to all of the fitness enthusiasts out there who have interviewed Marcus in the past. That allowed me to gather the information that I needed for today. Please like, please share, please comment. I'm off to go make a Philly fritter. Delightful, and there's enough left for breakfast tomorrow, and maybe the next day.